Sri Lanka, please. Ambassador.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the floor. Mr. Chair, it is a sine qua non that protecting critical infrastructure and critical information infrastructure from ICT threats is crucial for national security and economic stability. Overall, these rules, norms, and principles are necessary for the regulation of ICT to ensure security, protect consumer rights, foster innovation, promote ethical conduct in the digital realm. They provide a framework for the responsible and beneficial use of technology for individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. My delegation will seize upon this opportunity to allude to some possible measures that member states may consider to undertake, which would further be exploited by this working group. Firstly, we think it is important, as has been referred to repeatedly, to conduct comprehensive risk assessment to identify vulnerabilities and potential threats to critical infrastructure and critical information infrastructure. Member states can accordingly develop risk management strategies to mitigate these risks effectively. It is also noteworthy that these risk management and assessment procedures will be guided by the definition of the CI and CII of each country. Secondly, it could also be considered to establish and enforce regulatory frameworks that mandate security standards for CI and CII sectors. This can include requirements for encryption, access control, and data protection. Sri Lanka is in the process of drafting its second cyber strategy for 24-27, which is aimed at strengthening the resilience of CII and government organizations in Sri Lanka, including completing a critical infrastructure readiness survey to identify critical national information infrastructure providers while assessing their cybersecurity preparedness. Thirdly, investment in advanced cybersecurity technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and behavioral analytics to enhance threat detection and response capabilities could also protect CI and CII from potential threats. Now, in the field of information technology, there are several rules and norms, however, drafted, and they are essential for effective and ethical use. First of all, we need to respect the privacy of individuals and ensure the secure handling of personal data in terms of privacy and data protection. In the case of intellectual property, we need to respect copyrights, trademarks, intellectual property rights, and so on and so forth. In terms of accessibility, ensure that digital content technologies are accessible to all individuals, including those with disabilities. Follow accessibility guidelines and standards. Then we have the question of net neutrality. The threat on all internet traffic, treat all internet traffic equally, without discrimination or preference. Support the principle of open and non-discriminatory access to online content. Then we have the need for ethical use. In other words, the use responsibly and to use it responsibly and ethically, avoiding harmful or malicious activities such as hacking, cyberbullying, and spreading misinformation. Seventhly, the sustainable use of ICT. Promote environmentally sustainable practices in ICT, such as energy efficient hardware, responsible disposal of electronic waste, and minimizing the carbon footprint of data centers. Then interoperability. Support open standards and interoperability between ICT systems and platforms. Digital inclusion, meaning work towards bridging the digital divide and ensuring equal access to ICT resources and opportunities for all individuals. Empower users by providing transparent information, clear terms of service, meaningful choices. Now, these rules and norms and principles, I'm sure we can develop, help create a responsible and inclusive ICT ecosystem that fosters innovation, protect user rights, and contribute to the overall well-being of individuals and society. The question that you posed from the chair, Mr. Chair, in reference to paragraph 23 of the second annual progress report, how do we help states to live by these checks and balances? I suppose the final analysis is, I think, that states must have the will to abide by these norms. Parties must have the will to abide by these principles. The necessary legislation, perhaps, in every case. With all the will in the world, we most times are not able to keep up to these norms for a multitude of reasons. Be that as it may, I wish that we can probably put down a regime, a protocol by which we can mandatorily perhaps comply with, so that we can perhaps ensure a uniform system of user in the field of ICTs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador, for your contribution.